So I titled this video "The 3 Things That My Mom Told Me Before She Passed" because um, those are the 3 things that I remember very, very vividly. But it's also why I'm going so hard and why I need to push the message of Christ and do it all for the glory of Him. So in 2018, my mom was diagnosed with colon cancer. It was terminal. I found Christ then, and it was about the sickness and all of that, but it was more about me and her relationship. We had a very toxic relationship. So when I became her caregiver, I was in a really dark space that wasn't conducive to me being a caregiver for her. So I really needed God to help me during that time. But anyway, so when we get down to it, she passed February 14th, 2019. On January 2nd, she was sent home on hospice. Prior to that, we were going to the hospital every week to get blood transfusions, and it got to the point where she had to accept the fact that it was about to end. So it was January 2nd. I remember coming into the room after talking to the doctor and just telling her, "Ma, they're suggesting hospice." And they did before, and that was like in November, but at that time she wasn't ready to accept it. But at this time, she was just tired. And so I came in, so yeah, I told her that, and we were just sitting there quietly. And she said a lot that day. She did say a lot. And that is the only day that she was in her right mind. Once she went home on hospice, she changed. She became a different person. So at this time, she was in her right mind. She was talking, laughing. And so, like I said, she said a lot. But the 3 things she said was, the first thing was, she was like, "I want you to tell people that I'm not tripping. I just want to go to Jamba Juice and get a smoothie from my granddaughter." My daughter was working at Jamba Juice at that time. And she was just like, "That's all I want to do is get a smoothie." And, we laughed about it. And then she said, and this wasn't all in the same conversation. It was just throughout the day. And she said, "When I get to heaven, I'm hooking y'all up." And she was talking about me, my brother, and my sister. And if you know my mom, this is how she talks. She's like, "I'm hooking y'all up." And so, that broke me down right there. But when she said this, that's when I felt the hit. She said, "If I had to get sick for you to find Jesus, I'm okay with that." And right there, of course, in that moment, I didn't know. But I eventually realized that she was passing the torch to me. She suffered so I could overcome. And the story was bigger than my mom's cancer. It's bigger. And either I could see it as the cancer ruined us, or I can see it as the cancer catapulted me. And only God can do something like that. So this is why I need to go hard. I need to do it for my mom.